do you have like a regimented day? You know, because like as an entrepreneur, I mean, I do, but not all entrepreneurs do. That's why they're entrepreneurs. Do you have like a everyday work starts? And I mean, I know like, do you have that type of situation? And then like oceans with your mom or with someone else?
Yeah. Well, I'm a Virgo, so I need a planned out day every day. Like, even if there's no plan for that day, like you need to write on the calendar that this is a no plan day. Um, my assistant keeps everything in order. Like, without her, I don't know what I would do. She's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, every day is planned out. We start every day at the same time. We wrap every day at the same time. And, you know, we have jam-packed days, and that's how I like it. Because then it makes those moments where you get to chill much more relaxed.
Totally. Well, like when even today, I'm like, oh my God, she's speaking to me at 9 a.m. I'm like, I'm such a morning person. Like nobody wants to speak to me in the morning. I was like, yay, someone actually wants to do a morning chat. Like this is amazing.
Mornings are where it's at. She's like, would you rather do morning or afternoon? I said, let's knock it out, because I would rather wrap the day early than like wrap late because we started late. I'm a weirdo.
Totally. I'm the same way. Well, I'm glad that Sheena tries to fix you up all the time. If you
She's
were
amazing. I love her.
So everything is like, you know, you guys have been off and on at times, like it's all copacetic.
You know what? We're in such a great place. And anytime that there's like some sort of, you know, because we're still passionate individuals who we think our feelings are the most important of any other feelings. But the way that we're maneuvering through our friendship is just like, it's really incredible to see where we are now. This friendship isn't going anywhere.
That's really good, right?
Yeah, it's great. I'm really happy.
Does that shock you? You know, like even like a year ago where you guys were and at other places, like, are you shocked that, you know, wow, like you say, it's not going anywhere. It's such a strong friendship.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think, you know, like I can't even imagine going toes with her the way we did last year. Like it wouldn't feel right. I feel like having our girls has softened us up, and we know that like we want our kids to be friends. And you know, they're such cute. When you get the babies together, you're like, if we're not fighting for our friendships for any other reason, like this needs to be the reason.
That's really good. What about as you're in the dating pool? Like if you had to like look to, you know, like Sheena and Brock, Ariana and Tom, Jackson, Brittany, Stassi and Bo, like who do you think has like the most healthiest relationship out of those four?
If I were to like seek out advice or pick, it would be Stassi and Bo. They have the sweetest relationship, and the way that they do things as parents, as a couple, it's like it's inspiring. Like it really is, to watch them maneuver through just the ups and downs of life and then becoming their fantastic parents. And it's beautiful. I'll be honest.
Wow.
Like every time I see them, I'm like, this is what I want.
I love it. What about, are you as shocked as like the rest of the world that, you know, Tom and Katie are going through this divorce?
It was last year that you know, because when we would film the show, I was more of like the outsider on their relationship. I got to watch it on TV, but Katie is very, you know, we all know Katie. She is like poker face at all times. It's a luxury when she opens up to you. And, you know, Stassi was more of the one that was filming with her and getting to see like inside what was going on. So last year, when it was, you know, really just me and Katie, and I was seeing how the relationship was, I knew that something needed to change, and she and I would talk about that. But I was shocked when it actually came to this point where it was like divorce or we need to change a lot of things. But I think that they've handled it very well, and I know there's still a lot of love there, which, you know, you can't ask for anything more than that.
No, you can't. Have you heard from either of them? Like, have they reached out to you for advice, or, you know, having gone through a breakup? I mean, much different, but still.
Yeah, Schwartzy and I have spoken, and I've let him know that he's always loved and supported by me. And then Katie and I obviously talk multiple times a day, and she I just want to be I don't know what it's like to go through what she's going through. I'll be honest. So I just try to listen, and then I tell her, this is what I think. If I'm stepping on toes, disregard what I'm saying and tell me to shut up. And, I just want to be a support for her. No matter what she chooses to do, I'll always be here.
That's really good. What about, Katie has said, like, we're going to remain friends and like, this isn't going to be, there's no sides to pick and all of this. Like, do you think maybe not even with them, like, do you think that's possible with them and just in general when a couple breaks up? Maybe I'm just a cynical jaded New Yorker, like I said.
I know, right? I feel like that's how I am too. No, because of the way that the split is happening or has happened, like I believe her when she says there are no sides to pick. And I do believe that they will remain friends because they've been best friends since they've been together. So even though they're not romantically together anymore, I really don't think I see us all still hanging out. I see it all being normal, but Katie's one of my best friends. So she'll let me know if she ever feels uncomfortable, and I will, I'm on her team.
That's good. Do you still speak to Tom and Ariana, or you don't speak to them at all these days?
No, I do. I don't speak to Tom Sandoval much, which is fine. I adore Ariana, and we go through our growing pains. Like we're still trying to figure out how to communicate with each other to make each other feel safe, but I do know that we both care about our friendship.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did you hear from Lisa, like during everything that you were going through? Like, was Lisa there for you? Like, was she, I mean, she has a marriage to aspire to.
She does. Lisa Vanderpump and I are very close, and she reaches out often, and she has been a tremendous support for me.
That's really good.
Yeah.
What about, part of, I think, why Vanderpump Rules has been such a hit throughout all the years is that there is so much going on. There's more that happens often in a season of Vanderpump Rules than so many other shows. So, if you look at, I mean, not that I'm wishing harm upon anyone, but if you look at like how much your life has changed, James and Raquel, now Katie, right? Like this is all, I mean, it makes you wonder, okay, next season of Vanderpump Rules, like, have you heard anything? Because lots of people want to know.
I know we haven't heard one word, and in past seasons, we pick up cameras in May, and we really don't know if we're doing another season until like a week or two before we start. Like we're really out of the know, but I really hope that we get another season because there's a lot of shit that's gone down, and you've got 5 people now that are like single and like changing it's life changing. We're going back to the way it used to be on Vanderpump Rules, which could be terrifying, but also amazing.
Those were the heydays.
I know, I'm about to have a heyday.
I mean, right. You have 5 people that are going through so much change. I mean, that's the thing. It's almost like, oh my God, cameras, please.
I know. I see these other shows that get picked up for another season, and I won't name any of the shows that I'm referring to, but I'm like, oh, why? I don't get it. And so, if Bravo's listening, like we're here, let's make it happen.